The NBA Season 8 2021 games and highlights coming up next. NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Phoenix Suns 6-2, Detroit Pistons 1-7. NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Oklahoma City Thunder 3-4, New York Knicks 5-3. NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Washington Wizards 2-6, Boston Celtics 6-3. NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Charlotte Hornets 3-5, New Orleans Pelicans 4-4. NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Orlando Magic 6-2, Houston Rockets 2-4.
from Philadelphia and the city of brotherly love, I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And here on South Broad Street, Jay, the spectrum used to reverberate. You can say the same now for Wells Fargo Center.
And you know what, Ed? All you need is a little bit of patience and a couple of top NBA draft picks, and you find guys like Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid that will forever change the face of your franchise.
These days, it feels like 1983 in South Philly. The Los Angeles Clippers control the tap. Beverly over to the right side. Reset here. Let's see what they do.
So, Ed, my man Pete Bev the other day made some comments on social media. I want to get your reaction. He said, I'll tell you right now, we are the best team in L.A. How do you feel about that?
Jay, since the Clippers moved from San Diego, I don't know if that's been the case once. Maybe going back a few years, but LeBron James is in L.A. now. I don't know if Patrick Beverley's right on that one. It's the Clippers with the possession now, and that's going to be out of bounds off of George. Curling inside. Simmons driving, but a shot no good. Beverley into the front court. Leads a bucket. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Ed, did you see that in transition? Don't 1-2 ooh-wee on him.
Ooh-wee. Oh, it's good. Gets to the basket and scores.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Ibaka. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on him a little bit.
To Embiid. No good. Beverley into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. To Leonard. George. And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Leonard to George. Has a look. Paul George. 2 for 2. That's what you want. To Embiid. Oh, you've got to get that one to go. Leonard knocks it down from mid-range.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. George and Simmons the rebound. To Embiid. Serge Ibaka. Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Simmons to Embiid. Can't miss those. Joel Embiid.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. George, his first effort off the mark. And a putback slam.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Leonard to Marcus Morris. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 4. Good start.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
The pass set it all up.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Screen coming. Sizing up the defense. Leonard add 2 points to the board.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot. Because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
And throws it down.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Leonard to Marcus Morris. Nothing going here on that drive. For three, it's Embiid with the rebound. Here's Simmons with it up top. Margins 8. No good. Defense catching a break there. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Knocked loose. Sixers have it. And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Paul George. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Time to shuffle things up. To Simmons. Yes! And a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a three-point play. 56% for his career. Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play. And the lead is down to 3. Clippers have the basketball. Beverly knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. And counted at the rim.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Here comes the screen. Leonard to Paul George. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Jay, the Clippers last year were 2 games better than 500. Pretty amazing when you think about what they dealt with.
Most definitely, but everything for this Clipper organization starts with Lou Williams. He is the stud for this team. It's the second time in his career he's been named Sixth Man of the Year, and that's why they signed the 31-year-old to a 3-year, $24 million deal.
Paul George, 4-2. Paul George, he's now 4 for 6.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA Awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
It's LA Clippers ball. Paul George to Leonard. George to Leonard. Ben Simmons pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Deep right corner. Not that time. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
For the Phillies.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. It's the Clippers with the possession now. It's the free throw. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Paul George, down low for Leonard. Rebound taken by the Sixers. Danny Green, knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
Hey, check up, let's go.
Dwight Howard swats it. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. George to Williams. Almost, and he's not getting the call. To Danny Green. And count the basket inside.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Amir Johnson.
Paul George. To Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And the Clippers with the rebound. Williams into the front court. Down 6. Taken down by Howard. Danny Green to Howard. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. substitution being made in this one.
Number 30, Luke Kennard.
Paul George. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
And the rebound comes down to the Clippers. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Seth Curry to Howard. Clippers have it. Williams across the timeline. Down 4. Amir Johnson rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
4-3. Seth Curry is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Knocks down the second free throw. Knocks down all 3 at the line. It's George for 2, and he hits.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Seth Curry. Joakim Noah sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Lets it fly from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. Beverly into the front court. Down 5. Driving right to the basket.
He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. That's toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
LA Clippers with the basketball. George to Beverly. To Luke Kennard. Mike Scott with a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
We're through 1 at Wells Fargo Center with the Sixers on top. Jay and I return to Philadelphia after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They've played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Driving is Simmons, but a shot no good.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
And look out.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Won't go down.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Trying to cash in, and he buries it.
Serge Ibaka has such a good jump shot for somebody 6'10", but every time I hear his name, I just can't help but think about what would have been in OKC.
Nerlens Noel snatching it out of the air. Beverly into the front court. They're down 3. And the finish off the nice step through.
It's not a travel, Ed. You're allowed 2 steps after you pick up the ball. Now, these steps may be more east and west instead of north and south, but this is the new game that these young kids are playing.
Jay, they're so athletic. I would imagine it varies from official to official.
Or it varies from great player to great player.
Clippers have the basketball. Beverly to Williams. Here comes the screen. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Number 31, Curry.
Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
To Luke Kennard. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Seth Curry. It was right there. Williams into the front court. Leads 1. Kawhi Leonard. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Team foul number 1 for Philadelphia.
Dwight Howard at the line for 2 shots. 56% for his career. And hits the first free throw.
Subbing in for the Philadelphia 76ers.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Beverly into the front court. 2-point advantage. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. From the painted area, won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Nice pass to get things going.
Old school equals high percentage.
Sixers have the basketball to Simmons. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Serge Ibaka tips it. Another shot stays out. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Into the game for the Los Angeles Clippers. Number 23, Williams.
Leonard. Down low to Williams. And count the basket.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
And the finish. Slam dunk.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands get in there, strip that ball away.
Leonard to Marcus Morris. Down to 5 on the 24. Here's Leonard for 2. And he drains it.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
Joel Embiid, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 77% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. It's LA Clippers ball. Beverly to Marcus Morris. Add 2 points to the board.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Williams across the timeline. His team on top by 8. To Leonard. The drive right to the basket. Danny Green sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Embiid. Short jumper won't go down. Beverly into the front court. Lead stands at 10. To Leonard. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Serge Ibaka. Huge block. That's going to be out of bounds. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 3, Nerlens Noel. And number 54, Patterson.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to Beverly. To Leonard. Beverly. Great defense, forcing the miss. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Marcus Morris. Kawhi Leonard. And the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
And finishes strong. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Number 13, Paul George. And number 55, Joakim Noah.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons to Embiid. Count it.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
To Marcus Morris. Able to convert inside.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Simmons to Embiid. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Joel Embiid. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. First one, count it.
Number 25, Serge Ibaka.
Goes 2 for 2. LA Clippers with the basketball. Beverly to Marcus Morris. And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
George buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Runner here won't go down. Beverly into the front court. It's an 11-point game. To Leonard. Beyond the arc for 3. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
I see this happen so much in the game. Just because a guy beats you off the dribble doesn't mean that you need to quit on the play. Stay in there, continue to be physical, even if you're behind the play.
Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Simmons. To Embiid. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Ben Simmons with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And the basket good at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Clippers have the basketball. Curling inside, Joel Embiid able to recover with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Could not throw it down. Knocked loose. Love the hustle. Sprawl down on the deck. Great pass to set it up. George buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Subbing in for the Philadelphia 76ers, number 15.
A lot of contact. No whistle. Beverly into the front court. Final minute, first half. Paul George to Ibaka. Serge Ibaka. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Embiid. Simmons. Fires the three. Not going down here. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
It's LA Clippers ball. George to Marcus Morris. Fires the three, and he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
Ed, as a defender, you're very reluctant to challenge the shot because if you impede his space for where he lands, that's going to be an easy foul.
Short jumper won't fall. Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Clippers put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers. The 76ers were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Assists.
The Philadelphia 76ers struggled to play the angles, and it allowed too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of the situation.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
To Embiid. Got it.
All right, you got the first bucket of the second half. Now get a stop because, honestly, that's where your troubles were in the first.
To Leonard. Ibaka. To Leonard. Now pass stolen by the Sixers.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Has a chance? That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
These breakdowns happen because a team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
Paul George to Ibaka. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
George to Ibaka. To George. Sixers with the rebound. To Tobias Harris. Serge Ibaka pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Beverly. And a putback slam.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of that.
Off the assist.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. To Ibaka. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Easy path to the rim.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Leonard to Ibaka. Shot from the lane won't go. To Simmons. And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. Beverly into the front court. The lead is 11. Oh, he had it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Leonard to Ibaka. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George to Leonard. He buries it off the step back. Philadelphia with the basketball. Count the bucket for 2. Leonard to Marcus Morris. Here comes the screen. Flushes it home.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. Driving right to the basket. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Joel Embiid swats it. 4th this contest. Slams it down.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Taken by the Sixers. Throws it down.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
The drive, right to the basket. To Marcus Morris. LA with 4 to shoot. Leonard. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Tobias Harris. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
To Paul George. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Here we go.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
To Leonard. Driving right to the basket. Oh!
Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. And scores. Strong take.
This coach must have had said some pretty intense words in the locker room to this individual, because we're really seeing a different player so far in the second half.
Leonard to Marcus Morris. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Serge Ibaka rejects it. Ooh, 5 now. And they pounce. Well, you can't do that.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Entering the game for the Clippers, number 54, Patrick Patterson.
Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
George, not easy. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Leonard to George. Good look that time, but off the mark. To Simmons. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. George to Ibaka. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Simmons to Howard. Serge Ibaka sends it away. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Dwight Howard, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard to Ibaka. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That won't go. Embiid, good for 2.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
It goes down.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First one goes down. So he hits the first, misses the second. Beverly into the front court. They lead it, 4-point game. Oh, they call him for the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Team foul number 4, Philadelphia 76ers are at the limit.
A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. To Seth Curry from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Paul George to Ibaka. And finishes strong.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Number 25, Serge Ibaka.
Rotate, food. Eat food.
Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Beverly. Nice pass to set things up.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 23, Louis Williams. Into the game for the Philadelphia 76ers. Number 1,
What is up?
Simmons to
How
Danny
are
Green.
you?
Here's a chance from long range.
What's going on? Welcome to the stream.
Danny Green is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 81% free throw shooter.
What's going on, buddy? Welcome to the stream, man.
Off the mark on the first free throw.
We're losing to the Clippers, man. Game 9, we're losing to the Clippers, man. Major Sports Simulator, what's been up, man? I ain't seen you in a while. I subbed to your channel. You've been putting up some good sports content. I like that college football.
It's a second. One more coming.
And I think you got the college basketball going on. I got to try to get that going with my 2K21, but the audio is messed up. My audio is messed up on 2K21, so I can't play that because the audio. Normally, I've done college basketball with Austin.
Leonard to Ibaka.
Defense, rolling down through. Not bad. Not bad.
To Leonard.
Not bad. Hold him. Lock it.
Joel Embiid with a piece. Incredible. 6 tonight.
There we go. Hold
Coach
him.
has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
All right, we got Steph Curry back in. He just did good a little bit.
Beverly.
Lock it.
Williams. Missed it.
Beautiful. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
To Danny Green.
Hold it up. Hold it up. We need a three.
To Seth Curry.
We're gonna wait.
Simmons.
Damn.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jet.
His timing was a tad bit off.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Sixers control it. Simmons to Seth Curry. Slams it home on the putback.
Ooh, that's nasty right there.
Beverly into the front court. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. To Marcus Morris. Beverly. From the painted area, won't go down. To Danny Green for three. Danny Green can't get down to go. Defense all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And hits the first free throw. Two for two on that trip.
Oh yeah, I like that.
With the slam. Stay out of the way when the train's coming through. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first three have lived up to the billing.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Patrick Beverly snatching it out of the air. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for. 3 quarters down, the Clippers have the lead. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And that halftime lead, it was cut down in the third.
And just because the numbers on the scoreboard say that you're winning doesn't mean that the feeling on the court implies that. This team is gaining momentum. If you don't do something to gain your momentum back...
Blocked away!
That one's in the 15th row!
Huge denial. Kennard. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Has a look. And hits off a killer step back.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
The drive, right to the basket. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Clippers have the basketball. Luke Kennard, guarded by Howard. Throws it up. Oh, blocked away. Kennard. Ah, the monster stuff.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Williams into the front court. Lead stands at 7 to Luke Kennard. Williams. Short jumper won't go down.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Going to launch beyond the arc. That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Jumper's good.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. It's LA Clippers ball. To Williams. Here comes the screen. And he finishes at the rim.
Good shot.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Second effort. Trying to cash in. Morris with a shot, no good. Clippers have got it. Kennard to Williams. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Seth Curry. And a putback slam.
When you let him get inside position like that on the glass, you can expect that every single time.
Williams across the timeline. It's a 9-point lead. Here comes the screen. Ibaka up against the 8-time All-Star. Wide open look, won't go. To Embiid. Curling inside. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Subbing in for the 76ers, number 15.
Kennard. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Tobias Harris. 4-3.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one, count it. Second free throw off the mark. Still one to come. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Williams. Oh, I missed a short one there. Williams into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Lets it fly from long range. Cleans it up. Second effort. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
To Tobias Harris. Beyond the arc for 3. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Tobias Harris. Fires the 3. Tobias Harris is going to get 3 shots here, shooting 66% in this contest. Knocks down the first. Second to three. Got it. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Beverly into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Kennard to Beverly. Here comes the screen. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. Offensive board. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Beverly into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Beverly into the front court. His team on top by 8. Joel Embiid tips it. Make that 7. Sixers have the basketball.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Simmons. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Embiid knocked loose. Clippers have it. Ben Simmons sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
In the front court comes Simmons. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. And a nice finish at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Can't connect from in close. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 1-on-1. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Cleans it up and stuffs it home.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
Beverly into the front court. Up 6. Kennard to Marcus Morris. Here comes the screen. Lou Williams. 4 out of 10.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
To Tobias Harris. Fires the 3, knocks it down, and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
But did you see on that 3-point shot, did you see him slightly kick his legs out? By kicking his legs out, the defender runs into the legs. There's contact. That's how you get a 4-point play potentially.
Tobias Harris with a chance at a 4-point play. He's been steady, 83% at the line. Free throws up and perfect. LA Clippers with the basketball. Screen coming. Probing the defense. Oh, errant pass as it's taken away.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. George to Beverly. Patrick Beverly. Not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
No good. Defense catching a break there. Beverly into the front court. Leads 4. Runner here won't go down. Embiid to Tobias Harris. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Embiid, good for 2.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Clippers have the basketball. Paul George. Joakim Noah, huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Smothering D.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
George to Beverly. Scores from the post.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Marcus Morris. Paul George. Dwight Howard with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and the Clippers able to clear the board. Beverly into the front court, up by 6. Dwight Howard able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
No, great defense there, forcing the pickup. From long range, he engulfed him that time. George to Beverly. Baseline drive. Short jumper won't fall. Embiid to Simmons. Had a chance, but it's no good. To Marcus Morris. Beverly. Ben Simmons pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Here's a chance from long range. That no good, off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Timeout called here by the Clippers. It's just their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Stepping in for LA, number 23, Louis Williams.
I got him. Trap. Got him.
George. Picked up by Seth Curry. Ruling is there was intent. It's an intentional foul.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together? Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause a little havoc. As designed, the team that uses it to galvanize as a unit will have the advantage.
And there you have it. He's fouled out of the game.
Timing was just a tad bit off.